Welcome in everybody. I want to talk today about how to improve your building skills. In particular, we're going to be starting with our platform that looks like this, and we're going to be going ahead and transforming it into something that looks like this. So I want to create more depth. This entire thing is extremely flat and two-dimensional, and I really want to help bring in a third dimension and bring in some more depth into this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start popping some holes in here, and then we'll go ahead and fill those holes with a contrasting material at a different elevation. So now that we've gotten this area hollowed back out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a false subfloor. So I'm actually going to refill the area in, but it's going to be down a couple blocks, and that'll give us plenty of room to go ahead and place in additional decoration blocks and give us that extra depth that we're looking for. So now that we've gotten our inset down a little bit further where we can have a secondary floor, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and begin to place in our decorative blocks. So for this, what I'm going to grab is I'm going to grab some polished andesite, and then we're going to go ahead and place in some stairs. The stairs will allow us to tie in from the lower level up into this higher ridge. So now that we've gotten the stairs in place, and we've got it set down a level, we can go ahead and place in some more accent blocks. And we're going to go ahead again, set it down a half slab lower, and you can see how that goes ahead and creates a much more dynamic environment there. So our next step is going to be going ahead and replacing all of this inside bit, and we're going to do the same type of thing where we're going to put in a false floor that's going to be 2 blocks lower than where it currently is, so that way we can go ahead and decorate on top of it. So I'll be back once that is done. So we've got our false floor gone ahead and put in. We're going to go ahead and create a staircase. So we're going to look for the center, which is right here. And what we're going to do is we're just going to place a few blocks, and we'll make this platform 2 blocks wide. We'll go ahead and add in some stairs, and then we're going to do the same thing. Go ahead and place in another platform here, and this one we're just going to place in our stairs on the end. So we've got a nice little connection point of where we're going to be putting in our next floor up to that. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to place stone slabs just for now right on top of our false floor to go ahead and give us a template to work with. So now that we've got our slabs in place, we're going to go ahead and add in our decorative blocks. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be leaving a 3 block gap here, and I am just going to go ahead and fill in a ring that is going to be 3 blocks wide going all the way around. You'll notice that this is going to be at a different elevation from down at our previous decorative point, and that's the goal. We want to go ahead and create different depths so that we get different visual effects. Our next step is going to be to add in a little bit more detail here on the corners. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come 2 blocks on each side and create a little bit of an L like that, and we're just going to take that out for a total of 3. And then on the very end bit, we're going to leave that empty, and we're going to put in a blackstone. And then we're just going to go ahead and fill in this area with stone slabs. Underneath here, we'll go ahead and add in another andesite to connect it. Now that we've placed all of the stone slabs, we're just going to do the same thing on all of these other outcroppings, where we're just going to replace these with the andesite to help create a little more detail. So then the last little bit that I want to do here is going to be pretty subtle. It's not going to make a giant difference, but it'll give just a little bit more intrigue onto these very flat sides. I don't want to do anything with these triangle bits because I think that might get too busy. So we're just going to go ahead and at the bottom we'll place 2 polished andesite outlining it, which will help buff it out a little bit. And then here on the sides that are smooth, what we're going to do is we're going to take the corner, completely remove that column, and we're going to replace it with just normal andesite. And then we're going to every other block replace with andesite. So then when we come back, you can see that there's the texture there on the sides, and then also along the base, which really helped to break it up. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that all the way around, and you'll see what a difference this has made on the entire structure. And just like that, all of the detailing is done that I want to do on the base of this, and you can see what difference it's made from where we are now to where we are started at. And you can see that it adds a whole nother bit of life to the project. And I think it's really important to be able to go ahead and do just the small bits every now and then. And so I want to show you guys how I do it and how you can go ahead and bring it into your own builds. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you want to see more, I've got another tutorial that'll pop up here that talks about other building tips that I have, but otherwise I will catch you guys in the next one.